Hey there, bright sparks! Ever pondered over the difference between needs and wants? Now, isn't that a head-scratcher? It's like trying to figure out why ice cream never tastes as good when it's cold outside, or why socks always disappear in the laundry. But don't you worry. We're here to unravel this mystery. So if you've ever found yourself scratching your head over this, you're in the right place. Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of needs and wants. So, first off, what are needs? Needs are like the air you breathe or the food you eat. Now, let's dive a little deeper into this. Imagine you're setting off on a grand adventure, trekking through the wilds of your backyard. What are some things you absolutely must have? Maybe a water bottle, a hat to shield you from the sun, or a cozy blanket for a mid-adventure nap, right? These are all examples of needs. Things that you must have to live, to be safe, and to be comfortable. Now think about your everyday life. The breakfast you munch on every morning, the water you slurp down when you're thirsty, the roof over your head that keeps you dry when it's raining cats and dogs, and the clothes you wear, whether it's your favorite superhero t-shirt or the coziest pair of pajamas. These are all needs too. Needs are not just about survival though. They're also about thriving. Education, for instance, is a need. It's how we learn about the world around us and gain the skills we need to grow and succeed. Remember, needs are those fundamental things that we can't do without. They're like the foundation of a house. Without them, everything else might crumble. So, in a nutshell, needs are things we must have to survive and thrive. Now, let's talk about wants. Wants are like the cherry on top of your ice cream sundae. Sure, the sundae is already delicious without it, but that cherry, it just makes everything a tad bit more special, right? But remember, even without the cherry, the sundae is still a sundae. So, what exactly are these wants? Well, wants are things we desire or wish for, but don't necessarily need to live healthily and happily. They're those extra sprinkles on your life sundae. They could be anything from the latest superhero action figure, the newest video game, to those flashy sneakers that light up every time you take a step. Now picture this. It's your birthday, and you have a choice between receiving a scrumptious birthday cake or a comfy new bed. Now that cake sure does sound tempting. I mean, who doesn't love cake? But the bed? That's a need. And you know what? You can have a birthday without a cake, but you can't really have a good night's sleep without a bed. Here's another example. Imagine you're thirsty. You need water to quench your thirst, but you want a fizzy soda. The soda is nice and all, but the water is what your body really needs to stay hydrated. So while wants are super fun and often make life more exciting, they're not essential for our survival or well-being. So now that we've got a handle on needs and wants, how do we tell them apart? Well, let's think of it this way. Needs are like the ingredients in your favorite sandwich. You've got your bread, your meat, your veggies, all the essentials that make a sandwich a sandwich. Without these, you're just looking at a plate of disappointment. Wants, on the other hand, are like the extra toppings. The pickles, the cheese, the fancy mustard. Sure, they make the sandwich tastier, but without them, you've still got a sandwich. You're not going hungry. It's the same with life. Needs are the essentials like food, shelter, clothing, and health. They're the things we can't do without. Wants, however, are the extras. The latest video games, brand name clothes, the newest smartphone. They're nice to have, but we can live without them. So how do we differentiate between the two? Well, next time you're faced with a decision, ask yourself, can I live without it? If the answer is yes, then it's probably a want. If the answer is no, then it's likely a need. But remember, it's okay to want things. It's okay to treat yourself every now and then. The key is balance. Remember, being aware of our needs and wants can help us make wise decisions and lead happier, more balanced lives. So the next time you're faced with a choice, ask yourself, is this a need or a want?